Segment 22. Subhuti said to the Buddha, Your world veneratedship, in the Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi that the Buddha has fulfilled, is there nothing obtained? Quite so, quote the Buddha. Subhuti, in the Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi that I have fulfilled, there is not even an iota of Dharma to be obtainable. Such state is denominated as Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Segment 23. Furthermore, Subhuti, quote the Buddha, this Dharma is entirely equitable, without any differentiation in terms of the status or either high or low. Such state is denominated as Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Moreover, when someone applies egolessness, alterlessness, multi-beinglessness, and lifespanlessness as a means to the cultivation of all other good dhammas, he is sure to fulfill the Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Subhuti, the so-called good dharmas that the thus adventist enunciates are non-good dharmas, hence they are denominated as good dharmas. Segment 24. Subhuti, quote the Buddha, suppose someone makes bestowals to others with a vast hoard of 7 kinds of jewelries, which could be piled up as high as all the Sumeru mounts in the 3,000 megathousand worlds. On the other hand, supposing someone else assimilates, upholds and relates just a little portion of this Prajna Paramita Sutta to others, even though as meager as a mere quadrate of kata, the philosophic virtues that the former person gains, as compared to that which acquired by the latter one, would not be even close to 100th of it, nor 1,000 million billionth of it, nor even to the point of being depictable by any numerals or metaphors. Segment 25. Subhuti, quote the Buddha, what do you make of this? You good people here should never say that the thus advantaged makes such an ideation as, I should salvage the multi-beings. Subhuti, do not ever conceive such a notion. Wherefore would it be so? For in reality there are no multi-beings that are salvaged by the thus advantaged. Should there be any multi-beings salvaged by the thus advantaged must have fostered ego, alter, multi-beings and lifespan. Subhuti, the ego that the thus advantaged enunciates is non-ego, and yet the common plebeians do take egos to be actually in existence. Subhuti, the so-called common plebeians that the thus advantaged enunciates are non-common plebeians, thus they are denominated as common plebeians. Segment 26. Subhuti, quote the Buddha, what do you make of this? Could one contemplate on the thus advantaged by means of his 32 auspicious features? Subhuti said, just so. One could contemplate on the thus advantaged by means of his 32 auspicious features. The Buddha said, Subhuti, if the thus advantaged could be contemplated on by means of the 32 auspicious features, a wheel revolving anointed king might as well be deemed as a thus advantaged. Subhuti then said to the Buddha, your world veneratedship, if I comprehend correctly the import that the Buddha has just imparted, I would say that one must not contemplate on the thus advantaged by means of the 32 auspicious features. At this juncture the world venerated one divulged this kata. If a person views me through matter, or seeks me after by means of voices, what this person practices is merely the devious way, and so he shall not be able to perceive the Ju Lai. Segment 27. Subhuti, quote the Buddha, if you should conceive such a notion as the thus advantaged has realized anuttara samyak sambodhi without needing the attributes of the consummate features, Subhuti, never conceive such a notion as the thus advantaged does not need the consummate features to realize anuttara samyak sambodhi. Subhuti, should you conceive such a notion while generating the anuttara samyak sambodhi heart, you would be as good as pronouncing that all dharmas are to undergo nihilistic extinction. Never will you conceive such a notion. Wherefore is it so? For anyone that has generated the anuttara samyak sambodhi heart should never construe that the dharmas are all to be of nihilistically extinctive appearances. Segment 28. Subhuti, quote the Buddha, supposing that a pusa is to bestow on others 7 kinds of jewelries, which are as bountiful as to abound the Ganges-full sand worlds. On the other hand, if someone else could comprehend that all dharmas are devoid of ego, whereby he succeeds in the attainment of forbearance, thus the meritorious virtues that the latter pusa has acquired are far superior to that which gained by the former one. Wherefore would it be so? Subhuti, this is simply due to the fact that pusas would not hold blissful virtues. Subhuti asked the Buddha, your world venerated ship, why is it that pusas would not hold blissful virtues? Subhuti, quote the Buddha, a pusa is not supposed to become avid and attached to the blissful virtues that he has cultivated. Hence, it is said that he would not hold blissful virtues. Segment 29. Subhuti, quote the Buddha, if someone professes that the thus advantaged manifests himself either in coming or going, either in sitting or reclining, it would not show that this person could not comprehend the purports that I have tried to impart. Why is it so? For the so-called thus advantage signifies neither coming from somewhere nor leaving for anywhere. Such a state is denominated as the thus advantaged. Segment 30. Subhuti, quote the Buddha, suppose some virtuous men or virtuous women would granulate the 3,000 megathousand worlds into molecules. What do you make of this? Would those molecules be numerous? Subhuti replied, very much so, your world venerated ship. Wherefore is it so? For if those molecules were of real substantiality, the Buddha would not have called them molecules. Wherefore is it so? For the molecules that the Buddha enunciates are non-molecules, hence they are denominated as molecules. Your world venerated ship, the 3,000 megathousand worlds that the thus advantaged enunciates are non-worlds, hence they are denominated as worlds. Why is it so? For if the world be of real substantiality, it would be of amalgamated holism. The unamalgamated holism that the thus advantaged enunciates is non-amalgamated holism. Hence it is denominated as amalgamated holism. Subhuti, quote the Buddha, actually, the so-called amalgamated holism is unutterable, yet the common plebeians are avaricious and strongly attached to that matter. Segment 31. Subhuti, quote the Buddha, if someone professes that the Buddha has expounded the ego views, the alter view, the multi-being view, and the lifespan view, Subhuti, what do you make of this? Does this person apprehend the purport that I have tried to impart? No, replied Subhuti, your world veneratedship, this person could not apprehend the purport that the thus advantaged has tried to impart. Why is it so? For the ego view, alter view, multi-being view, and lifespan view that the world venerated one divulges are non-ego view, non-alter view, non-multi-being view, and non-lifespan view. Thus they are denominated as ego view, alter view, multi-being view, and lifespan view. Subhuti quote the Buddha, anyone who has generated the Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi heart should comprehend all the Dhammas in this way, should perceive them in this way, should believe and explicate them in this way, to the effect that he would not engender any dharmic appearances in those cultivations. Subhuti, with respect to the so-called dharmic appearances, the thus advantaged has pronounced them to be non-dharmic appearances. Hence they are denominated as dharmic appearances. Segment 32. Subhuti quote the Buddha, suppose someone is to make bestowals to others with 7 kinds of jewelries, which are so copious as to be able to abound uncountable as Samkhya worlds, whereas if some virtuous men or virtuous women who have generated the Sambodhi heart could take the world of the sutra, even as meagre as a mere quatrain of Katha, which they would assimilate, uphold, recite, incant, and then expound for others, the well-beings that they could acquire would be far superior to that which the former could gain. Furthermore, how should one expound the Dharma to others? In expounding the Dharma, one should not seize upon any appearances, so that one could maintain the emotivity of thusness. Wherefore could it be so? All the dharmas of implementations are just like a dream, a phantasm, a bubble, or a shadow. They also bear likeness and dewdrops or electricity. One should contemplate upon all things in this wise. When the Buddha has finished divulging this sutra, Elder Subhuti and the other bhikshus, bhikshunis, upasakas and upasikas, as well as all the terrestrial and celestial beings and asuras, having heard what the Buddha has just divulged, all exalted jubilantly, and they all believed, assimilated, and would practice it differentially. End of the Prajna Paramita Sutta. The dedicatory Gatha. I wish to abolish the 3 impediments and to obtain wisdom, thereby to achieve mental perspicuity. I also wish people universally to diminish and exterminate all their sinful impediments, and all of us to practice the Pusa's way in all our future lives to come. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.